Well, good Sunday evening, people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's Sunday evening, about 9 o'clock, and we've got 1 week away from the Super Bowl. A week from now, we'll be watching that with the Eagles versus Kansas City. Be that as it may, in the meantime, the Cowboys are trying to get themselves together a coaching staff. Now, maybe I'm crazy here, but, everybody kind of went crazy and how haphazardly they said the Cowboys ended up getting shoddy. And of course, we're talking about shoddy shots. We're all getting shoddy shots. But it seems like they're actually putting together a really good coaching staff. And I kind of pointed out that this is like, blowing it up as far as coaching staff. Something that Jerry hasn't done since Tom Landry days, where they literally started all over. Every time they have gone through and they've hired a new head coach, they still had majority of the coaching staff were people that were already here. We're starting all over. And these don't feel like they're the nepotism hires that the Cowboys usually do. Jerry, of course, and Steven, liking their comfort zone, always promote from within. Guys that they know, former players, former coaches, and so on, and say those guys are going to be the guys that we have here working for us. And this time, we're going outside of the building for the most part. And as they're putting together the staff, what's funny is when you think back to Jerry Jones' statements when he ended up firing Jimmy Johnson. If you remember, he said any number of 500 coaches could coach the team that I put together to win the Super Bowl. That's what he said. And right now, he ain't been able to find those 500 coaches if he still believes that he's put together Super Bowl talented teams. So this time, it seems like they are looking at some of the assistant coaches, some of the best and brightest ones that are out there. Now, we had Tashard Choice in yesterday. Tashard, former running back of the Cowboys. I really wanted them to hire Tashard because, see, Michael may be one of the few people that actually have a Tashard Choice jersey. I told you guys about that story yesterday, and it'd be kind of cool if he was a running back coach. We went to a game in Dallas, that is, to get their shit together, and he wore that jersey. I think it would be kind of cool. I guarantee you somebody would look at him and say, look, it's Tashard. Somebody got your jersey, man. Okay. Problem is he is like the running back whisperer. He's worked with like B.A.M. And he's getting about $750,000 a year. So he would literally take a pay cut to come to the Cowboys. And that's not going to happen. The Cowboys, they're not going to pay him $750,000 because that's above and beyond the scale of what a position coach would make. So they're not going to reset the market. We know they'll never do that. So he is probably not going to be here. But we have the Oregon Ducks assistant head coach / running back coach, Rashad Samples, who's in for an interview, and it is expected that Samples will become the Cowboys running back coach in the next 24 to 36 hours. He's currently assistant head coach of running backs at the University of Oregon. He previously served as running backs coach for the Los Angeles Rams for part of a season, a native of Dallas, Texas, so there's your tie-in. He previously served as an assistant head coach at SMU for 2 seasons. Playing career-wise, Sampson was a former 4-star wide receiver in Oklahoma State who later transferred to play at Houston. His playing career was cut short when he was forced to medically retire due to suffering a number of concussions. So he is another well-respected running back coach, and it looks like the Cowboys, according to Clarence Hill, This is Clarence Hill's tweet. According to a source, Rashad Samples had an impressive interview with the Cowboys, looking for the team to make a decision on running back coach in the next 24 to 36 hours. Also look for Samples to get a raise from Oregon to get him to stay. So if he if he doesn't stay here, it's because Oregon said, you know what, we'll give you a raise. And that's where you kind of look at these things and say, the Cowboys are making money. If the Cowboys call you, your current employer is having to buck up with some more cash to get you paid. So we'll see. We'll see. Samples has a chance to come home. Tashard Choice is making too much at Texas to take a huge pay cut and is expected to get a raise out of his call. So Tashard Choice should be getting more money just because the Cowboys called. And see, if you're a college coach right now, call me. So that way you can at least get you may not go with the Cowboys and be their coach, but you can get some more money out of it. And that's definitely what you want. And there you go. That's you got it. That's what we're at right now. They are definitely filling in the roster, and I really feel like at least right now, you feel like the Cowboys are doing something. And maybe the Cowboys have finally gotten the message that the fans are fed up. That, you can't just say, when it comes to production, you look at what we've done over the last 4 years, and, we're right there with Kansas City and regular season wins. And, we're rather proud of that situation and look forward to continuing, to trust the process and doing the things that we know that are right. And people are like, shut up, Steven. Shut up. Shut the F up. Nobody cares. So maybe Steven is now fighting for that, respect from the fans. And what I think is this is a good start. This is definitely a good start in getting this coaching staff together. You want to really impress me? Go ahead and get Micah Parsons' deal done so we don't have to hear about, after the Dallas Mavericks make the biggest boneheaded trade in the world and makes the challenges look a little bit better. Maybe they can follow it up by getting Micah Parsons signed and under contract, so that way we don't have to worry about the whole, traveling circus of what's going to happen with Micah Parsons. Where is he going to get traded to? Or is he going to have to play in the fifth-year option? Is he going to be a distraction? I don't want any of that this year. I want us to be like a regular organization that's showing up with everybody at OTAs and working their ass off, that they hit the ground running when the season starts. Can we just have that for once? I hope and pray that we can. Alrighty, good people. As always, I will talk to you guys later.
Those no good, dirty, filthy, rotten Dallas Cowboys stole our best assistant coach, Johnny.
Yeah, it's a dark day for Cardinal fans. 2 years of quality offensive line play. Is it back to the slums for the Redbirds in the trenches? PHNX Cardinals